Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA. This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard position.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Now here's Wall. Out to Leonard. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Jackson finds Morant. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers. In transition, here come the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. Guarded by Morant.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price. When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Now here's Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot from the arc. Morant missing again. And here are the Clippers now to the middle. And it's the Clippers on the break. And the jam by Covington.
And he'll eat up ground in a hurry. Covington running the lane and getting out on the break.
Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
And here are the Clippers now. After the basket by Memphis. Leonard shot's good.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-point line.
Now here's Bane. Outside Morant. Back to Bane. This one for 3. That shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's Leonard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Well, not many times does Adams get his number called for plays like that, but the oop there looked good.
Now Wall, Leonard on the wing, over Bane, and the Clippers miss again.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there. We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Here's Leonard, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
1:46 left in the first. Pass to Bane. And here's Morant outside. Covington grabs the board. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, BA, you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Yep, that one goes.
A phase of his game that Ja's worked hard on. Morant's jumper becoming more and more reliable.
Pass to George. Here's Leonard. Now here's Zubac. Oh, can't finish the one-handed jam.
Oh, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Adams, the pass to Morant. The three. Morant missing again. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Wall. Back to Leonard. Jacks up a three. Grizzlies with the rebound. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Morant off the drive. Count it. Morant's got 9 points.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Here's Wall. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Los Angeles. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the one. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Morant with it. Checked by Wall. Payne. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Leonard against Brooks. Leonard passes to Zubac. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Brooks from outside. The offensive rebound. Jackson, the pass to Morant. The three. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Morant's got 14.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Pass to Covington. Jackson against Leonard. For three, Covington. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Brooks against Wall. Outside Morant. It's stolen by Leonard. George drives in. That one goes in. And it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Paul George has such a deep bag on the offensive end. A polished scorer. And tough to keep him away from hot spots on the floor.
Jackson outside. Pass to Brooks. Jackson against Covington. Outside for Morant. And it's the Clippers on the break. And he's going for the lob. Wall finds Covington. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a three off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Stellar anticipation by Leonard to create the fast break opportunity. That's why he's a perennial defensive player of the year candidate.
Leonard against Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Shot to stop the run. It's stolen by Leonard. It's a one-on-one situation. George for three. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. That's a great pass.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Oh, gets the bucket.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact, and there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactics.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
46 seconds left in the second quarter. Morant, the pass to Bane. Good, and the setup by Morant.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
And here's Wall. Covington finds Leonard. Buries it from 3. Leonard's got 15.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Brooks outside. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Here's Wall. George left side. Covington, a screen on Bane. George passes to Wall. Stolen by Bane. And here's Morant outside. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Thanks very much, Allie.
Grizzlies 23. The Clippers 31.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. We've got Marcus Morris, Luke Kennard out there with John Wall. Then it's Norman Powell, and it's Batum in at the 5.
Assertive play by Wall inside, pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building. It just looks incredible.
On the attack, Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Outside Jones. Clark outside. Back to Jones. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson is checked in. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. For so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
The kick out to Williams. Jones against Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Conchar. Fires the 3. Offensive board. The kick out to Williams. 3-pointer. Second shot opportunity. It's not going to go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Pass to Green. Back to Jones. Clark with it. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Not the tallest center in the league, he more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Jackson, the pass to Kennard. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Jones from outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Clark. With the second effort. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Pass to Powell. Back to Kennard. Uncovered. Connects. The jumper drops.
Kennard has the space and has a pure shot.
Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside Jones. Here's Conchar. And we've got 1:18 left in the third. Shot clock at 5. Back to Jones. Pass to Conchar. And here is Williams. Puts up a 3. Powell pulls it in. Morris outside. Powell outside. Back to Morris. Goes up on the wing. Jones grabs the board.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Pass to Conchar. Outside for Green. Stolen by Jackson. And Danny Green gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Kennard. Off target from outside. Well, Memphis shooting only 30% in the third quarter. And now the Grizzlies on the run. And Williams punches it home.
And that's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
Jackson down low. Out to Powell. He got it up. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high percentage shots just like that.
George outside. Pass to Leonard. Fires for 3. George outside. Ball with it. Hounded by Moran. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. And the Clippers lead by 9.
He's pretty even-keeled, does Paul George. Never too high or too low. And even with the defense on him, task at hand, score, and he did.
Here's Bain. Double clutches. Deflects the pass. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Adams, the pass to Moran. Lets it go from deep. No good. And the Clippers will come the other way. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Pass to George. There's the drive. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Grizzlies have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Down low, Morant, count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's George. Leonard on the wing. Wide open look. Buries the jump shot.
Kawhi Leonard's game is just so special. He's so talented at getting to his spots, doing it with patience and poise, and capitalizing.
Jackson, the pass to Brooks. The shot no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Outside Covington. Leonard on the wing. Adams covering. Back to Leonard. He shoots. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Morant with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Shoots from the baseline, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Wall, the pass to George. Leonard on the wing. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Jackson right side. Back to Morant. From deep 3-point range. Right wing. Pass to Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. Count the basket. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter. Wall with it. George outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside Morant. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Now here's Leonard. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. It's rebounded by George. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this 4th quarter to fall. Throws it up high. Back to Leonard. Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
And there's a 3-second violation. Here's Wall. All right, Grant trying to seize control now.
And BA, if they can convert here, they might be able to close the door.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard outside. Shot clock at 6. From deep. And it's Bane with the rebound. Now Jackson. So the Clippers win it. They played the... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. Now Edwards. After the missed 3 from Reggie Jackson. Puts it up from 15. A nice shot by George.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string. For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Now, here is Russell. No good on the 3. Jackson with it. Picked up by Edwards. Odd pass to George. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Three-pointer nailed from three-point land. George has got 5. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Here's Gobert, and the rejection by Zubac. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Russell inside, guarded by Jackson. Russell with the bucket.
The gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
Zubac finds Leonard. Pass to George. Uncovered. He can't get it to go. So Minnesota will take it the other way. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Fires the three. And again, Minnesota with the triple. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
The Clippers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Now here's Towns. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
From deep, George. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
And they'll get another chance. Gobert finds Russell. Towns for three. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Zubats against Russell. Zubats the pass to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
Passes it to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Now, here's McDaniel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw missing.
Shooting for Minnesota, Jaden McDaniels.
And he sinks the second. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Leonard. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. He can't get that one. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Outside Leonard. Morris outside. It'll count. And it's nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is.
And that concludes a back and forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Clippers ahead, up 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Towns wide open. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Edwards against George. Morris with a screen on Edwards. And it's George missing. Timberwolves trail by 5. From downtown, Edwards can't hit. On the wing, George. Edwards defending. For Minnesota, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Gobert finds Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Another miss by Minnesota. Clippers leading by 5. On the wing. That's good for George on the assist by Jackson. And that's 11 points for Paul George.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
It's stolen by Morris. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Edwards against George. Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Leonard. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Dating all the way back to college, this is one of Kawhi's pet moves, the Sutton pull-up jumper.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Back to Edwards. They need this one. No good. Shot missing. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Jackson passes to Zubac. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge. Up again, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got his first points in this one.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
George passes to Jackson. Elbow shot. Another shot. Zubac, no good.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
McDaniels dishes to Towns from past the arc. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Leonard with the ball. Working on McDaniels. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 6. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
Tonight, early on, this team is saying, forget the analytics. Let's take mid-range shots. They can be easy points.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Morris outside. And there's the pass to Leonard. Here's Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. Los Angeles with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Here's Jackson with the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Russell. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. And George, here we go. Gobert with the block.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the...
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great...
Your Clippers. 26. The Timberwolves. 24.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson, and at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Hard to keep up with Reggie when he gets out in space. And on top of that, an excellent finisher.
Pass to Morris. George with the ball. Back to Morris. Kicks it to George. 6 on the shot clock. He takes it in. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Here's Towns. Takes it off the glass. Towns has got 9.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And it's George finishing it off.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Back to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Out to the wing. Now, here is Russell. At the top of the key, Towns over Morris. Russell, no good. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
McDaniels passes to Russell. A three-pointer is right on target. He has 5.
Cognizant of the entire court, Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
In the corner, George with it. Feeds it to Leonard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Russell feeling it out a bit. Poke loose. Gobert with it. Guarded now by Jackson. For 3, Edwards. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And then George with the jam.
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
Russell against Jackson. Here we go, 1-on-1. And the layup is good. And it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
Because of George's strong defensive instincts, he's able to consistently disrupt opponents.
Here's Russell. He kicks it to McDaniels. Shoots the 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Clippers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
The shot by George, no good. Timberwolves trail by 11. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Another miss by Minnesota.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Stolen by George. Who's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 15-5 run here. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Now here's Leonard. He's got 13. Outside for Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Zubac with the screen for George. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so it's Los Angeles enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard. Stolen by George. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Edwards with it. Leonard picks him up. Russell with a wide open look. No good on the triple.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Here's Towns. Rebounded by Jackson.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Outside for George. That shot, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
McDaniels dishes to Gobert. Over in the corner, Edwards. Got it. Good job in the low post. 12 points for Anthony Edwards.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Edwards against George. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Edwards. No good that time, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Ooh, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job pulling the defender and jumping into the contact.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Edwards passes to Towns. Tries it from 19. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert, and he comes up with the deuce.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
From deep, George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. George has got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles. Edwards inside, defended by George. Banked in off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
George with the ball. Outside Jackson. Back to George. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 7, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Timberwolves trail by 12. Edwards passes to McDaniels, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Outside Leonard. Shoots over McDaniel. That one no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Russell finds Towns. From deep. It's hauled in by George. Here now the Clippers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Clippers.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments I thought for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Zubac trying to break loose. A nice shot by George.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.
assembled some promising young talent, Clark. Really setting themselves up for the future.
Always fun to watch these young stars go at it against one another and see how they develop over time. I'm looking forward to watching their journeys.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. Now the Timberwolves with it. Oh, there's the alley. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush.
Moran against Russell. He can't hit that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards finds McDaniels. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's Brooks. On target from range.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence. Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game. And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior. You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Jackson left side. Outside Bain. And he banks in the layup.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Now here's Russell. There's the 3. Fires in the triple.
Oh, you look at D'Angelo Russell. He's got a sweet stroke. The left, he can knock it down from 3, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control.
Russell against Moran. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Bain. And stolen by Bain. Towns against Adams. A good look from Bain. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Shot is up. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Back to Jackson. Beyond the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Pass to McDaniels. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity, gone awry.
And it's Brooks missing. The Timberwolves trail. McDaniels from long range. Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Bain. Towns passes to Gobert. Unable to get that one. And Memphis taking it the other way now. From deep three-point range. Russell with the rebound.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them. Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Now here's Moran. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
When you need to double clutch to get the shot off, you know the probability is low.
And another miss by Memphis.
This has not been his best quarter. You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now here's Edwards. Shot from the wing. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Memphis trailing here. Morant with it. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Morant. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Russell. The 3-ball. And it's Bane with the rebound. And here's Morant. Takes the 3. That shot is off. It's Edwards on the wing. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Now here's Morant. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
The shot by Russell, no good. Well, the Grizzlies shooting only 29% in this one. Not great.
You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability. But he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Towns. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Morant against McDaniels. Morant, the pass to Adams. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Bane. Minnesota with the rebound. The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard. But I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too. You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Now here's Russell. 6 points for him. Gobert, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Pass to Adams. Jackson against Gobert. The open shot by Brooks. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
They get the rebound. And yep, it's good.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are 3 points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Morant. Adams with a screen on Russell. And it's Morant off the drive. Jackson for 3. Doesn't go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Over Adams. And stolen by Bane. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Edwards can't hit. Memphis has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Tipped. Bane against Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
Now here's Morant. On the wing, Bane. Outside Morant. Clock at 6. Oh, there's It's Morant with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Offline with a three. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
And it's slammed in by Adams.
The strength of Adams is incredible. Able to finish off shots despite getting hit on the way up.
And the free throw, no good. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
And he drops the first. That one drops. He ties it up.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line. And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
It's scooped up. Gobert. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Outside for Brooks. Back to Morant. He got it off in time. Oh, it's good. He hit. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Taurean Prince, then it's Jordan McLaughlin, and it's Noel in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Memphis leading. Here's Clark. Good on the shot. Clark's got his first basket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Prince. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, good job that time by Prince putting his muscle on display. Excellent work fending off the contact and capitalizing.
Now here's Jones. Clark with it. Reed defending. From 15 feet away, the rebound by the Timberwolves.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Pass to Noel. Let's go with a 3. Can't hit that one. The Grizzlies shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Here's Conchar. Here's Jones. Here's Clark. Oh, and Reed with a block. Back to Jones. The kick out to Williams. Outside Jones. Williams up top. Anderson covers. Fast break, Minnesota. Pass to Reed. Fires from deep. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Jones. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Noel, no good. For Memphis, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Green for 3. No good on the shot. So Minnesota will take it the other way. This for the tie. They get it again.
You know, it's not often that we see Prince hit the offensive glass, but that time he read the ball well.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Last season, we saw a lot of teams bring a renewed focus to their defensive efforts. Clark, you think it paid off?
I think it did. I mean, scoring was down across the league, B.A. So that clearly indicates defense took a step forward. And, you know, great defense for championship teams has always been central and key. So I don't think it's an exception. I think that's the rule now. Defense wins.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Green.
2 minutes.
Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Jones misses. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Jones with the ball, picked up by Reed. Oh, Clark with the slam.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Here's Noel. The 3 is up. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line. They'll pin that foul on Danny Green.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
1:19 left in the third. Clark with the screen. And he lobs it up. Oh, Clark with the slam.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Now here's Reed. Pass to Prince. This for the tie. Conchar pulls it in.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Now Clark. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Here's McLaughlin. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Noel goes back up. Here's Prince. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Taurean Prince.
And he's good on the second. For Memphis, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Green. For 3. And it's Noel with a rebound. And here's the fast break. Here's Prince. And a miss there on the triple. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Grizzlies up by 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court right now for the Grizzlies, Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. They grab their own miss. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
And here's Morant. Pass to Brooks. Over McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Jackson. Brooks from outside. And the foul on Steven Adams. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul.
The Timberwolves have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Edwards, the pass to Russell. To the left side wing. Edwards finds Russell. Towns for 3. And it's Bane with the rebound. Bane's got 4 rebounds now. From downtown, gets the 3 to fall. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
From deep. Nuggets can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Launches a three. And they recover it to the inside. Doubled by Towns. Jackson the screen from deep. Bain. Minnesota with a rebound. And Edwards puts up a deep three. He buries it from 3.
Well, that was a bomb from Edwards, showing off that deep range.
Outside Morant. From behind the arc. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Here's Towns. Shoots over Jackson. And too long on the shot.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Pass to Morant. Back to Adams. Now Morant. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. McDaniels from long range. Gobert finds Russell. There's the 3. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Memphis has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. A minute 50 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. And why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower? I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Bain, the pass to Adams. Can't get it to fall. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Russell. The rebound by Jackson. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game. Morant against Russell.
And that's Russell. I mean, he has the length to disrupt and bother shots, even against bigger or more explosive athletes.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. He stops. He pops. Bullseye. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now Morant. From deep 3-point range. Edwards pulls it in.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
Morant with it. And so the Grizzlies take the win. Just a gutsy performance on the... All right, Allie, thank you.
Oh, a lot of history, Richard, between these two teams tonight will be another installment in this terrific rivalry.
And let me say, playing in the same conference, having to go through each other year after year, yeah, that can breed a little bit of contempt. Let's just say it that way.
Exactly. I'm sure you felt that against rivals in your division and your conference.
Yeah, I think most of the time they felt it against me.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. Hits the three-point bomb. Brooks has got the first points up on the board for Memphis.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
From deep, George sinks the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Morant. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Zubac kicks to George. His three-pointer's off the mark. Morant against Leonard. And Morant gets it to go.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now here's Leonard. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. No good from outside.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Here's Jackson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time
The previous play is under review.
closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay,
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Had enough room to finish, and that's what he'll usually make.
And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He talked to me about the importance of protecting the rim, challenging opponents at the top of the jump and making it difficult for them to convert easy baskets. But to have a chance of that, they have to expend energy getting back in transition, which will help close down those driving lanes. So guys, we'll see where their energy lies throughout this game.
Thanks so much, David. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant passes to Adams. They get a hand on it. Back to Morant. On the wing, Bain. Shoots over Leonard. Bain, no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And the rejection by Jackson. Bain against Covington. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Welcoming any physicality on his way out. Morant enjoys that type of challenge.
The pass to Zubac. Outside, George. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wall. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Memphis. Outside, Covington. Brooks against Leonard. Back to Covington. Can they get it? Past the Wall. Covington against Bain. And here's Wall outside. The shot missing. Now Memphis takes it the other way. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Stolen by George. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Covington into the lane. Good on the bucket.
And the handles Covington has are impressive. Slicing and dicing through the defense with ease.
19 seconds left to play here in the first. Knocked away. Covington with the steal. Right side, Wall. Drops in the layup for 2.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Now here's Morant for 3. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Grizzlies leading by 4. And don't go away. We'll be... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Leonard with a screen on Bain. Here's George. And Adams sends it back. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Here's Morant. The rebound by Paul George. Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Here's Morant. Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. Inside. And the rejection by Zubac. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line, no matter the situation.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And Adams sends it back. Leonard inside. Brooks covering. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Nice finish for Leonard. Plays the game with such precision. Rarely misses that easy.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. There's the drive. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
A great scorer. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort. And there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
The shot by George, no good.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens on the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Wall passes to George, and it's George finishing it off.
Authoritative slam there by George, showing the defense he's ready to get physical.
Morant outside. Left side, Bain.
2 minutes remaining.
Brooks outside.
2 minutes.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul.
Robert
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
1:56 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Adams. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside Leonard to the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Bain. Left side Adams. Brooks outside. Here's Morant. And it's sent back by George.
Few players have a bigger impact defensively than Paul George. A fixture on the all-defensive team. PG, a nightmare for opponents.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Pass to George. Covington in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Second chance shot. George, no good.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Jackson up top, defended by Covington. Morant, that's for 2. Morant with another miss.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
20 seconds left here in the second, and Wall kicks to Covington. And he banks in the lane.
A smart offensive player. I like watching Covington get interior positioning and look to score.
Here's Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That's good from Morant. And so he makes both from the line.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And he can't jam it through. John Morant has been leading the charge. Thank you, David, for that interview.
20, the Grizzlies, 23.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
So on the floor for Memphis, Clark is out there with Green. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard position. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Back to Kennard. No good off the back of the rim.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Passes it to Tillman. And that one is hammered home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Jackson, that's a two-pointer. The shot, no good. And Memphis the other way now. Clark, the pass to Tillman. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Morris kicks to Batum. Here's Conchar, defended by Batum.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Powell, no one around him. And the Clippers miss again. Memphis leading by 9. Right wing. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. From deep, Green. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Conchar, the pass to Clark. Here's Conchar. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. It's stolen by Wall. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard with no one around. Hits it from three-point range. And now it's just a 4-point Grizzly lead.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Outside, George. Conchar pulls it in. Memphis shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
There's 1:47 left in the third quarter of the game. And there's the pass to Conchar. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Tillman. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Clippers trail by 8. Here's Covington. And it's Wall, top of the key. And Leonard has it in the corner. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game. Pass to Conchar. Covington against Clark. They kick it out to Green. It's up a 3, and the 3 ball is good. Green's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
From deep, George. No good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Green finds Clark. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
All right, fans, time to get loud. Get yourself up.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the third.
Fans, your Clippers
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Ball against Morant. Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
Morant left side. Here's Brooks. Here's Adams, and so it's Memphis. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. The pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
And Morant throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Here's Leonard, and Adams sends it back. They get it back. Clock at 6. Tries again. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Leonard.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen. Yeah, the defender all over him.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Memphis.
At the line for 2.
That one misses.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what, this man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And the slam dunk by Wall.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Morant outside. Outside, Bain. 5 on the clock. Morant scanning the floor. Bain, no good.
And well, when you let the shot clock run down that far, that's the kind of shot you're going to end up with.
Covington with the bucket.
And we don't see Covington shoot from the corner a lot, but he looks confident bombing it from there.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Morant outside. The long distance three is buried. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
The consistency from range, that's something that Morant has worked on early, and it's made him unstoppable.
Leonard on the wing. Passes it to Covington. Back to Leonard. There's the feed to Covington. Over Jackson. Covington kicks to Leonard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 22.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Morant outside. On the wing, Jackson. Morant against Leonard. Leonard with the steal.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
First personal foul.
That's good from George.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Clippers trail by 3. Leonard on the wing. Brooks covering. To tie it up. Here's Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes from
Morant outside.
2 minutes.
Brooks outside. Outside, Bain. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Good on the first, and that'll put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Certainly some pressure on those free throws, but still delivering.
The 3 from George. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just getting the ball and let him do his thing.
Here's Morant. Jackson passes to Morant. Brooks kicks to Morant. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. Just 2 to shoot. On the pass to Jackson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
What an opportunity here.
Yeah, chance to take the lead. This is huge.
Here's Leonard. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles. Morant outside. Jackson finds Morant. Out to Brooks. From outside the arc. The Grizzlies with another miss. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Leonard on the wing. Outside, Wall. Leonard inside. Brooks covering. Leonard no luck.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Leonard kicks to Zubac. In the corner, George with it. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break then. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard position.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Morant passes to Brooks. The 3 ball. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Leonard with the ball. Guarded down by Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the athleticism of Covington is tough to contain, which is why the D overcommits like that.
And both free throws good for Covington. The Grizzlies trail by 4.
they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Morant drives in. And that one doesn't go. Great D that time from Leonard. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Right side, Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Covington against Bain. Covington with the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Outside, Bain. Back up to Morant. Up top, Bain. Paul George with the steal. Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Leonard kicks to George. Here's the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Pass to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Back to Bain. He dishes it to Morant. Bain passes to Morant. There's the triple. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
Leonard finds George. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now Morant. On the wing, Jackson. Payton for 3. Yes! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him. We had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
And you got to respect Wall's tenacity. This is a player who hasn't let injury slow him down. He always puts in a big effort and just pushes himself to give his all. Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Morant outside. Oh, no good. Now here's Wall. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. And they had some nervous moments. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
At the power forward position,
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball. And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Zubac. Now George. Three-pointer. No luck on that one. Russell, the pass to Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. It's Edwards on the wing. From outside, off the mark. Oh, got a piece of it. Back to Jackson. George left side. The three. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession. First quarter, just over a minute played. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Leonard outside. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Towns. Rebound by the Clippers.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Jackson, the pass to Morris. Leonard for three. The shot that time not on target. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Edwards against George. Outside Edwards. Pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
It's stolen away. From the arc. And he can't get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's George. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside McDaniels. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Outside Edwards. Here's Towns. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Russell finds Edwards. He takes it in, and Edwards slams it in.
Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
George for 3. Rebound Minnesota.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Offensive rebound. Towns. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That'll be a second foul of the game. 56 seconds left in the first. Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. Pass to Russell from outside the arc. Inside. And he hits it to tie the game.
Feed Rudy Gobert down low. Watch him cash in.
Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Edwards against George. Counted from distance. George has got 8 points.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Towns for 3. No good there. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. Zubac's shot is off.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And George with the jam.
And plays like that demonstrate Paul George's athletic ability. He's not just an elite scorer, he is a high flyer.
A one-handed tomahawk, that's a guaranteed highlight, B.A.
Check out the bench. They flew out of their seats after that. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Clippers. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. George's shot is off.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Boy, this guy's such an instinctive passer. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
George's shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside for Russell. Back to Edwards. Pass to Towns. To the middle. George with a steal. Stolen by Russell. Releases. Edwards, the pass to Towns. The shot comes out.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate. Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Here's Leonard. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Leonard's got 6.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Towns for 3. The rebound by Jackson.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Here's Edwards. George with a steal. And there's the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's the break. McDaniels with it, and it's Leonard picking him up.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
The Clippers trail. Jackson finds Leonard. The 3 is up. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Now the Timberwolves with it. Big run right now for them, 11-2. Well, the Clippers shooting around 35% from the field so far. George passes to Morris. Fires from the wing. And it falls all over the rim and in. Morris has got his first points of the game. And we know dead ball situations are where some fans change the channel. Doris, has the league done enough to discourage intentional fouls?
Every form of media, to me, BA, is trying to capture the imagination of their fans. So anything that enhances your product is something that in the long term is going to do well for you.
Leonard for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, the lefty stroke of D'Angelo Russell Russell on display. This is a guard who can be effective with and without the ball.
Jackson, pass to Leonard. Takes a three. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now. Here's McDaniels. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one. George, a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. George has got 13.
Because of the diverse offensive arsenal of Paul George, these kinds of nights are easy for him. Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
You know, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second. Edwards finds Russell. Out left to the wing. Towns for 3. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Well, primarily known as a scorer, Kawhi Leonard using his playmaking skills to set up his teammates there.
Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And they push the tempo in this one. Get it.
Get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. George passes to Jackson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
You've got to be careful and on point with Reggie Jackson as a defender because he is so good at drawing that contact and making you put him at the foul line.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Karl Anthony Towns, too big, too strong, too high off his feet.
Pulls up. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. And here's Edwards outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Leonard. And no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. To the paint. And there's Russell on the assist by Edwards. Edwards has got 3 assists in the game.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Gobert. Outside Russell. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Down low. Hey, great communication on the lob.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
Up top, Edwards. He's got 15. Towns for three. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Oh, got that one up quick. McDaniel's got 8.
Well, this is where Cat can manufacture additional points for his team. Defense focused and locked in on him. Find a teammate.
Here's George. The kick out to Morris. Launches it. Knocks down the triple. He's got 7.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Leonard for 3. That one no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. McDaniels from long range. It's rebounded by Morris.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Leonard. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has 0 fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all. It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
There's Jackson with the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniel's got 4 rebounds now. Towns with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's George. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
Towns can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
This one for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. It's McDaniels on the wing. Leonard defending. McDaniels can't hit. George outside. Over Gobert. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Well, the Clippers shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Towns passes to Russell, lets it go from the wing, and he comes up with a bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
Well, it's crucial that D'Angelo Russell keep taking and making these types of shots. Great confidence there, guys.
Morris outside. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 16th rebound on the night. The shot by Towns, no good.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. George has got 20 points.
Gorgeous. That pull-up jumper is simply gorgeous. Paul George rises above everyone.
Edwards, the pass to Russell. Now McDaniels. Back to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. 5 to shoot. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
To the inside. Here's George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
George hits them both. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
George against Edwards. Misses off the left iron. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Inside. Paul George pulls it in.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Morris with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. And the basket is good.
Reggie Jackson has got the willingness to convert on the interior. Nice touch right there.
Here's Gobert. Pass to Russell. Takes a 13-footer. Towns for 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Russell from deep three-point land. Here's Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Reggie Jackson.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Oh, fantastic adjustment on the shot against tight defense.
And he lobs it up top.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. It's George on the wing. Over Edwards. Here's Zubac. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness. You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Here's Leonard. No good. A bit long that time. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, size and athleticism and a little bit of craftiness right there by Anthony Edwards. That up fake gets that defender committed, and the free throw line opportunity is coming.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. The Clippers have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Pass to Batum. A minute 4 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Powell's shot is off. Minnesota shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Timberwolves.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Shots good by Towns.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And that one falls for Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns, one of those 5 men that you can play in a big lineup, you can play in a small lineup. Because of the diversity of his offensive game, you can mix his spots on the floor. So important.
From downtown, here's Covington, off target, and so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one with
Let's meet the visiting team, Minnesota Timberwolves. At small forward.
You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the one. And the Grizzlies with possession here. The three from Morant. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Russell finds McDaniel. Back to Russell. Three-pointer. Can't hit that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. On the wing, Brooks. The tray. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns up top. Launches a three. Hands it from downtown.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had. And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Memphis has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Morant, right side. The Grizzlies with another miss. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned him into a powerhouse.
Back to Jackson. Towns with the steal. Russell with it. He's picked up by Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
2 shots.
And Edwards drops them both. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morant looking around. Pass to Brooks. Russell against Morant. Adams sets the pick for Morant. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Bread and butter play. Morant in screen and roll. He'll typically make you pay.
Outside Edwards. From deep. Connects from three-point range. Edwards got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Morant. On the wing, Brooks. From the high post. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
For 3, Edwards. Oh, that's offensive interference. 1:51 left in the first. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He said we've been playing some of our best offense of late. Not many mistakes. Guys are spacing the floor, setting solid screens, moving the ball. Really can't ask much more from them in that end. Kevin obviously wants that to continue tonight.
That's interesting, David. Thanks. The team believing, Greg, its success is tied specifically to how well they shoot.
And how do you set that up? Run the plays the way they were designed and just share the basketball.
And also try to get out and run, get some open looks from distance before the defense can set up.
Now here's Brooks, Adams. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Pulls it up. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Brooks dishes to Adams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
Now here's Towns. From the wing, his second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Adams kicks to Brooks. There's the pass to Bain. It's stolen by Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Gobert, the pass to Russell. Fires for 3. They get the rebound.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group from Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
A seasoned vet, Rudy Gobert, a double-double machine.
And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Here's Edwards. The kick out to Towns. For the 3. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Pass to Bain. Now Brooks launches it. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Brooks. Left side Adams. Towns with the steal. That's tipped. Morant with the steal. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Out to Brooks. There's Jackson with the 3. Here's Morant. Off target there with the little leaner.
Made that shot a little harder than it had to be. No one around him, just rise straight up and drill it.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Morant outside. Poked away. Passes it to Brooks. Jackson with the screen. Out put that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Brooks. Edwards with it. He's got 7. Out to Russell. Towns wide open. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Towns has got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves. Morant outside. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Minnesota.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Edwards can't hit. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. The pass to Morant. Outside for Jackson. The 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Want to impress scouts? Stand 6'11" and hit the 3 with consistency. Jackson has such a bright future.
Edwards with it. Now defended by Bain. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
For 3, Edwards. Edwards with another miss. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Morant outside. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. This one for 3. It's the rebound. Pass to Bain. Lets it go with a 3. That shot is off.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
And Edwards with the stuff.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Morant passes to Brooks. Bain with it. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Adams. Bain against Edwards. Outside for Jackson. Morant outside. Morant with another miss. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by. All right, David, thank you. With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Anderson is out there with Prince. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. Here's Reed. And a miss there on the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside, Jones. Off target from 3-point range. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Green finds Jones. Here's Tillman. Back to Jones. Memphis moving it around. The shot. And again, Memphis no good.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Now the pass to Concha. Let's go. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Prince misses. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Here's Jones. Pass to Concha. The rebound by Prince.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Anderson's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Down low. Anderson against Jones. Here's Tillman. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
First free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Timberwolves leading by 14. Anderson passes to Noel. Kicks it out to Prince. That 3 off the mark. The Grizzlies shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. And again, Memphis no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Passes to Tillman. On the wing, Jones. A 3. And again, Memphis no good. The Timberwolves shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed, sinks the 3-pointer. Reed's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Pass to Concha. Wide open. And that one hits back iron.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. The pass to Concha. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Yeah, he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head, force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Jones, no one around him. The rebound by Anderson.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Anderson passes to McLaughlin. From deep. Grizzlies with the rebound. 36 seconds left to play here in the 3rd.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Reed. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Jones with the bounce pass. From the arc. It's hauled in by Noel. Kicks it out to Prince. Offline from the high post. And so it's Minnesota out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced to be wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Green, and it's Jones in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Prince wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Timberwolves leading by 17. And it's Memphis on the break. Conchar, good.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break, and then points at the other end.
Here's Noel. Prince outside. Fires from deep. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jones has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Concho. He feeds it to Green. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's McLaughlin. The kick out to Anderson for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. They get it back. Here's Tillman. Can't connect from short range. Timberwolves leading by 14. Pass to Anderson. It's Prince on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Here's Reed. Pass to McLaughlin. Takes a 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. 6 to shoot. Green fires from way outside. And the foul called on Xavier Tillman. That's his first foul. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Noel passes to McLaughlin. Timberwolves passing it around. Anderson the screen. And McLaughlin gets it to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Brooks with no one around. The Grizzlies with another miss. Here's Noel. Guarded by Bain. Minnesota with the rebound. Prince has got his 5th rebound in this one. Beyond the arc. 11 feet away. And no good that time. Morant with some nice D.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Timberwolves.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Karl Anthony Towns.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
And it's Adams on the follow.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Noel, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
So it's the Timberwolves now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Kicks to Prince. 20 seconds left in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that.